So with a recorded book, I know 100% that every kid has read the story. Where before you can't assume that every kid has read a story. It doesn't work. My name is Jennifer Cord, and I teach 5th grade at White Marsh Elementary School. I've taught for 10 years. I've always taught 4th or 5th grade. I guess I was the kid that used the chalkboard in my house and had school with all my neighborhood kids, and I'm sure they didn't like it very much, but it was something that got me to do this later. I've never wanted to do anything else. I guess I started using audiobooks because as I was grading papers or looking over kids' assignments, I really became frustrated because I thought, as every teacher does, that, oh, I read it to them or they read it, they should have understood it. And honestly, that wasn't really what was happening. I assumed that they were reading it, and it looked like they were reading it, but they really weren't. So when I would go to grade something, it would be maybe a week later, and I'd look at it and realize, oh no, that wasn't really taught good enough, or they didn't get it. So I'd have to go back anyway. So I was trying to find a way that everybody would have access. And that way, by putting a story out there for everybody to hear, that I knew when I went to do that assignment, everybody would really get the piece that I needed them to get. And I could see it right then. As I'm walking around, the answer that I needed was there. They had access to the book. They knew what pages we read. They were following along, so they were able to go back and find those words, or find the words that they needed to put on their activity. And the words made sense to them, because now they knew those words. A lot of times kids will look at me and say, oh, that's that word, I never knew that word was that word. They'd heard the word in language so often, but had never seen it in print. So when they see it in print, it was suddenly a new piece of vocabulary for them. They have verbal vocabulary, but not written vocabulary.
I'm Lori McGrath. I teach 5th grade at White Marsh Elementary School. I've been teaching for about 10 years. I love teaching. I got into it because I had a really wonderful teacher, and he motivated me to becoming a teacher. Audiobooks definitely helps with comprehension because the students hear the story, so they're not concentrating on decoding the words and losing what the meaning is behind the story. And then when you go to ask them questions, they understand it because they've heard it and they've understood what has been said by the author. Definitely, I use it with differentiation all the time because I have 3 different levels at least. So with audiobooks, I can use different audiobooks for the different groups, or I can use it as a whole class and it puts everybody on an even playing field.
I learn how to pronounce more words that maybe I don't know.
Because if I'm stuck on a word, it will tell me the word.
Because audiobooks can help you learn how to pronounce certain words that maybe you don't even know how to pronounce.
It helps me understand the story than reading it myself.